Yo, Silver. Man, where's my chat? Oh. There we go. I'm doing good. I just went for a jog. So if I sound a little out of breath, that's why. How are you today? Yeah, are you cycling? You've been cycling? Oh. I think it's like 18 kilometers yesterday. That's crazy. Is it true what they say? It's just like riding a bike. You just get back on. You just start pedaling. 18k. How long did it take you to do the 18k? Guess it's like an hour of cycling or something, right? How fast can you cycle? Uncommon size in both 2 by half an hour. Yeah, that's great. Really good. Sick. Right, let's see my face, shall we? Hey, it's me, Phil from Arla Games. It's another day of making a simple RPG. For those of you that are new here, we're making an RPG from start to finish. We're gonna put it on itch for free, and then we're gonna remake it and put it on Steam for money. It's gonna make me rich, I tell ya. Super, super rich. Filthy, filthy rich. The kind of rich where you can just outsource everything, even the most menial of tasks. You can just pay someone to do it for you. I'll never lift another finger again. Then I'll turn into one of those pudgy, no-bone people from Wall-E. You know the ones I'm talking about. That'll be me. Just ordering people around, throwing money at them. And then I'll die. I'll die of heart failure. Health scares aside, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video, subscribe. Your subscription means a whole lot. I feel like I haven't, been asking or driving for subscriptions for a while now, and it shows. I literally haven't moved past 24 subs on the second channel for quite some time. And leave me a comment. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like grinding or not? And I don't mean the dance moves or whatever. I mean, like in JRPGs, do you like sticking around an area, just fighting the same monsters over and over again to get your level up? Yeah, I love being grinded on. You always know right when to go in. Hey, first time chatter here. You look like you've had a lot of carbs recently. had GYG for dinner, actually. That's a wild first-time chat. He's not a first-time chatter. He's a liar is what he is. But he's also a great and trusted friend. Yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comment section on YouTube. Do you love grinding? Do you hate it? Do you think it's a necessary evil? It's an interesting thing for game design for JRPGs. You know, because you got to put in a lot of work if you want to make your game progress in such a way that just by just breezing through everything and, you know, only having a few combat encounters that you get strong enough to deal with the boss and then move on to the next bit. Like, that's a lot of effort, and in a way it kind of railroads the player a bit. But by, you know, making it so that, you know, they get to choose how much they want to level up, well, sometimes you're kind of forced to. I've been playing Dragon Quest 11 again, but I started a new file, but I wanted to play it in the 2D mode because I wanted to see how they do the maps, you know, so I can sort of, if there's any ideas that I can implement in my own game. And yeah, like, I am just trying to breeze through it and see what happens, like when I come up against a challenge that I can't easily overcome, and then like how long do I need to grind for before I'm, you know, strong enough to kind of steamroll it. Don't love it, but it's definitely a necessary evil. Yeah, right. Yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. And it's weird, I like JRPGs, but at the same time too, I've never really thought about them too deeply, like from a game design perspective, you know, what the game asks of you. Some other thoughts that I had while playing Dragon Quest is, I don't know, I feel like the character progression for me is too slow, but maybe, you know, if it's meant to be an 80-hour game, then I guess that's how long it should be. But I don't know, especially when I'm looking at my own game, I'm trying to design it so that, you know, you're getting skills quickly. You know, as you know, at the moment, every level you go up, you get a new skill, and it's useful. And so I'm hoping that the pacing of combat for my game is engaging enough to sort of gloss over some of the more mundane things about how basic the combat is. And another thing I noticed about Dragon Quest, which is like a really good storytelling thing, because I guess for my game, you know straight away what the goal is, which is, well, the main goal, right? The overarching goal, which is to try and get to the Sky Temple to get this treasure. So you know that. Whether you accomplish that or not, that's to be seen. That's what you play through to find out. But with Dragon Quest, and I don't know if it's a bit like this with the other games as well, kind of is a bit, but like, you don't necessarily get given that big overarching objective. Like, there's a cutscene at the start that kind of hints that there's, you know, some bigger forces at play. But, you know, the bits that you find out about your character, you know, you're the luminary, even though you're told that, you still don't fully understand what that means, like what that means for the big picture. Like, do you have to defeat some big baddie and seal them away? Do you you get that you're like this chosen one, but yeah, it kind of, I mean, this sounds stupid, but I don't know why. It just seems like a very good way to obviously keep you enticed into playing the game, to learn more about the story. Like, it's got me intrigued. You know, I still don't understand who the big bad is. I don't understand. Yeah, there's parts of the story that I don't get yet. Like, I know that it is eventually going to be some big, you know, good versus evil type struggle, but all the pieces of that are not clear and predictable, right? Which is good. You don't want a game that feels predictable, where you can predict every story beat. Because, you know, even the main quest that you follow, yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs. You get thrown in jail, you break out of jail, then you have to dig through some trash, and then you gotta talk to an old acquaintance, and then you think he's betrayed you, but he actually hasn't. And yeah, and maybe that's what people love about these games so much, because when it comes to the combat, maybe I just haven't gotten far enough in the game for it to really sort of come together, but it just seems like, you know, you just get yourself strong enough that you can just attack the enemy enough times to defeat them. Although the pep system is kind of cool, once I sort of figured out. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's go to what we came here for. So yesterday we were doing some art. I think we're gonna keep doing the art. We're gonna try. Let's where is the art? There's the art. So this is what we see. Coming back to it, it definitely looks better than what I was feeling about it at the time. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, is this not set up correctly again? What do you mean? Tablet is responding. Literally responding. Oh, this happened. Is this gonna work? None of my buttons work. I forgot that I needed to reset my computer. Well, do I have is there a Wacom thing that I can reset? Where's my mouse gone? Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. He's blind. Is there a... Maybe we're not gonna do art. Maybe we'll do some more battle animations. Ah well, yeah, I'll need to reset my computer after this. Alright, well, we won't touch that for the minute. Let's do some do some battle animations, I guess. We still got to finish the spells. So we did Earth Shatter. So we need Heat Wave, Downpour, Sunder, Volcano Flood, and Earthquake. I think Earthquake works pretty well already. It's a shame that with the skills, there's not a way to, like, there's not a way to do screen shake. It seems like it wouldn't be hard for them to implement it either, because you can already do screen shake in the game. So what, Earth All 2? Is our earthquake? Yeah, that looks good. Why is the sound not playing? It's been a hot minute since I reset my computer, actually. Could probably do that. That's what his hair looks like. Okay. Definitely been doing his hair wrong. So what are we doing? Animation, Earth All 2. Oh no. Yeah, see, these frames here, they'd be kind of cool to add. Oops. Hmm. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can come up with. So we'll grab our Earthall 2. I should make the other ones first. 1, 2, 3. What? Where is Earthquake? Is the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Earthquake. And then we're gonna grab the frames. Oh, but I kind of want it to overlap. I feel like it should be lower. 20? 20? Rock on. How is he? How is you? I mean, let's just have a look, okay? Let's grab that. Is this pre-special 1 or Earth 5? Earth 5. Earth 5. Actually, wait, let's undo that. Let's undo that. Let's grab Earth All 3 one first. Paste it. Delete that. Delete this guy. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. God damn it. Earth all 3. Not bad. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's a Monday. Okay. Okay, so that's just feet. That's just feet. Okay. I mean, this will look kind of funny, but let's just try it. So we'll grab that, slap it in there. We will select our Earth 5. Okay, and we will... Oh, it already does it? Oh, because it's already in the second position. Yes, perfect. Whee! What if it was the other way? What if it was the rocks falling first and then... Now, where did that end? So 12, so plus 11. 12. 13. 15. 15. 17. 19. 22. All right. So where's we go back to Ethel 3. Where does so 10 Earth 4 starts playing. So that's not right. But frame 27 and then 28 is the Earth sound. So maybe these two we copy. But we put it. Oh, what frame is that? What if we just do 2 and 2? Let's try that. It's already pitched down. Okay, maybe we reduce that a bit. And pitch that down. How do we feel? How do we feel? Let's save for the minute so we don't lose what we've been doing. I definitely want to change the color of this a bit. Get like a red, make more of a reddy brown. A little too red. It's like we're living on Mars. Now it just looks the same as it did before. It's kind of good. A bit red. Earth. Earth. Does that feel earthquakey? Like it kind of doesn't, but maybe we change up these sound effects a little bit. Make them a bit lower. Maybe pitch that one up. Okay. Do we need... something that's a bit more, you know, like a... You want something like a longer sound that moves throughout the entire thing, that's like a rumbling, you know, like an earthquake. Quiet. Maybe. I mean, the Earth 4. If it was louder. But then, do we not need this Earth 4 here? Maybe frame 2. Yeah, put that grumbling in my tumbling. I think that's pretty good. Delete that. Earthquake. Earthquake. We picked that one because it was easier to come up with, I think. Earthquake. Flood. Flood's gonna be easy as well, actually. Let's do flood. Because we're just gonna take the water all 3 and remove the weird summon animation at the start. What do we call it? Flood. So if we look at this, yeah, so we definitely just want literal flood animation. Get rid of that. So get rid of that, that, and that, and we go Minus 23 is 1. Minus 23 is 2. Minus 23, 7. Oh. Oh. Minus 35 minus 23. 10. 12. 40 minus 23. 17. 45 minus 23. 22. I'm just guessing. Do we need to shift that down? I don't think it matters because it's the whole screen, but... Yeah, do we make this last a little longer? Boosh. 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 So if we go from here to there and paste it, ooh, that went longer. Okay. I hate it. Maybe? It's kind of goofy. I don't like it. It needs a... Maybe these wind sounds will... I mean, that definitely has like a rushing wave vibe to it. Maybe that should be right at the start. I mean, that's kind of... But that's got more of a... Let's try that. Oops. Why is it playing weird? Because this goes like straight after. What if that was down more? It was like frame 6. Maybe it needs to be higher. What if we did dive? Where's our dive sound? Geez, that goes forever. Okay. I think we need to pair it. Wait. Interesting to see the creative process over decisions of implementation. Talking with a friend about his writing, the end of his book series was 2 years of agonizing over which ending to use. Yeah. You can really get caught up in the minutia of things. And, you know, he's agonizing for 2 years over the ending of his book. And you know, and makes a great decision. It's a fantastic ending. But the person that reads it, you know, reads that paragraph that he spent all those years agonizing over in like 2 seconds and goes, oh, that's good. That's all right. Like, no one will ever appreciate it at the level of angst and pain that you put into it. Can you make the dragon go shaka bra? Shaka bra. With a little shaka bra, like this just comes in on the side. Toasty. So definitely want like a like following the sort of end part. Not just the ending of the book, but an 8-book series. Oh, that's a big culmination there. It's a big culmination. Yeah, there's a lot riding on that. If you don't end, I get that's the ending is very important. Actually, that's the kind of thing that will deter. Because you know, Game of Thrones. You know, not that I only ever watched a few episodes of it, but it seemed really good, right? And everybody loved it. Everybody was talking about it, and then they completely effed up the ending, and now nobody talks about it at all. It's just. Like, it could have had the same staying power as like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, you know, all these other great fantasy stories. But yeah, it's just vanished into obscurity. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's still people dedicated to it, but they really fumbled there. Okay, so we're flooding, and so we want something, kind of bassy, maybe another wind on a low pitch. Ooh, that's definitely not what we're after. Neither is that. The hell are these? No. Maybe it's just another one of those. Let's see what that sounds like. Kind of works. Kind of works. Game of Thrones is the only example that surpasses the sequel trilogy of how to ruin a series, right? And sequel trilogy, we're talking about Star Wars. I mean, who else has a sequel trilogy out there? Nobody. Maybe that's why they fumbled it, you know? It's never been done before. Nobody knows what a sequel trilogy is supposed to look like. Let me tell you, buddy, that ain't it. Do we drop in one more? Some kind of low. Ooh. Is that what that may be earlier in the piece? So maybe around frame 7. Blind. What if we go full? I kind of like it. Lol. Lol lol lol. Also, sorry, how is he? I haven't taken the time yet to figure out how to get your comments on the stream. Is there a way to? Pretty sure my chat box is just a. URL. Yeah. Can't tell it where to pull other stuff from. Cool. That's flood. Volcano. Volcano. We're going to use 2 different fire animations. Definitely use that one. And it's good because it's in the 2nd position, so that will copy over straight away. And that's very volcanic. So I reckon we take the start of this and the end of this and merge them together. So we'll grab file. Oh, there. Volcano. Volcano. Also, I should save. Let me save. Do I want to change the look of this fire? How do I make it look more magmous? Pretty good. And what else do we want? Fire 3? Fire 3. And we need that to look more magmous as well. And I need... where is it? Fire all 3. Volcano. Wow. I think that's it. I think that's good. I feel like I want less of a transition. Maybe we delete that one. That one. I want to shift it down 40. And we need the sounds. The sounds. Guess it's just that. It's a really bad sound effect. What is it? 14? Minus 14? That's not correct. Or is it? Plus 23 minus 14. That's all right. Let's just do 15, 16, 30, 23, 7. 15 plus 7, 22. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Volcano. Volcano. Okay, so Sunder, Downpour, and Heat Wave. So these are single enemy attacks. Let's do Downpour. Now, is there... Okay. I'm gonna make that fireball. Need something rain-like. Oh. Here it is, folks. It's our downpour. Downpour. It's meant to be a blizzard. I know. I know. Can I make it look blue? It doesn't look like anything. Let's... excuse me. Open... What's it called? Ice 4? Ice 4. So we're going to file, save as rain. We will slap a color overlay. We'll make it blue. The right kind of blue. That's pretty good. We'll drop the opacity a bit. Okay. Export. Export. Export it to the right place. Image. Animations. Rain. Save. And back here. Apply. Okay. Open this. And rain. There you go. And it looks like rain. Now this is only going to be on one enemy. So is that going to look weird? I gotta go. It's great to see the progress. Have a great night. Thanks, how is he? Thank you for coming. You have a good night too. Really appreciate your presence. Catch you next time. So we got the wind, we got the thunder. Do we want the thunder? Maybe that should be... Maybe that. It's this wind, I don't like it. Using that wind one again. Should we make the rain go for a little bit longer? You can see it kind of freeze in the middle there. Maybe... Is there a rain sound? Probably not. No. Does not sound like rain. Rain. Kind of sounds like rain. Yeah, kinda. 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 Yeah, it's fine. Downpour, heat wave. Heat wave. Hello, governor. Howdy, howdy. How's it going, mystery headers? You're what is it? Killing machine movement, right? Killing movement machine. Great game, by the way. Look up Killing Movement Machine on itch. Give that one a go. You like immersive sims? Kind of an immersive sim. Okay, heat wave. Heat wave. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? Well, maybe breath can be heat wave. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, caught you with the sync time zones for once, right? Very hard to do. It's hard to do. This will just be center. Need to maybe make it smaller. Scale 250. Shift it down 40. I wanted to have more of like a scorching. I got locked at that Discord account a while back. Need to rejoin with a new one. Oh, did you lose that Discord account? Like you didn't get blocked from the Discord, right? That's not what you mean. You mean like you forgot your login? Oh, you got locked at yours. Oh. It's annoying. Oh, that's kind of crunchy. This just feels like a fireball. This should have been the fireball. 'Cause look, this is fireball currently. Big explosion. That's right. Should we make this a different red? Yeah, it's good. Feel the heat coming off that thing. Heat wave. Last one is Sunder. Sunder. So let's go back to our Earth Animations. That's Earth Shatter, so we can't use that one. This is already used for Earthquake, and then this is just a giant foot. This is just throwing a block. And that's used for what's-a-majigger. I'll admit I haven't watched many of these compared to your other series. Is the release date for this on its way, the end in sight? Not by a long shot, unfortunately. What I'm trying to work up to at the moment is a play test for the combat and like the progression, level progression. So what I want to provide people is a way to play through the game. Caitlin Kitty, is this the same project you've been working on the whole time? Yes. Yes, it is. Still going. It's been how long have I been doing this for? Since like September, I think. Yeah, it's the longest I've ever spent on a game. Which is really cool, but also really scary. It's a long time to be called. I know. That's just how it started out. It started out simple. And I guess when you look at the premise of the game, it seems simple enough. And like looking at it at the surface, it does seem like it's just like a typical JRPG. I don't know, maybe I'll change the name when I release it. But I kind of like the name. Even though I could be shooting myself in the foot marketing wise, because people might be like, oh, like they'll be disappointed either way. They'll be like, oh, I thought it was going to be a really chill, straightforward thing. Shrimple is that? Shrimple. I should have a shrimp character. It's Shrimple, eh? But yeah, in terms of release date, hopefully I will have the itch version out for this game by the end of the year. So yeah, I want to do a playtest because I want people to play through the combat. Tell me if it's fun. Tell me if, you know, they're not having to grind too much to keep progressing through the game. I would not be able to figure out how to make a shrimp in the character generator. That's just because you haven't tried. I don't know. Do we do that right now? See if we can make a shrimp character. No, I must stay focused. Oh, is this skishu? Is that short for skill issue? Or are you just saying issues? It's so shrimple is good. It's so shrimple, even I could do it, said the shrimp. Sunder. We need something. Puts a big crack in the ground. Puts a big crack through the enemy. Ooh. Goodness. Ooh. That's fun. What's the current scope of the project? You're dropping a playtest version publicly. I'm thinking that, because I think you can have an itch page that's private so that it's only available if someone has the link to it, like it won't be shown anywhere. And like sort of put it out that way, because the problem with this playtest as well is that you will kind of have access to the full game even though it won't be finished. Like you can play through the game and you can fight, you know, all the bosses, everything, but it's just like the story beats, like the cutscenes and stuff won't be finished and not done. I don't really know what my thinking is behind it. I just kind of created that milestone for myself because I don't think that's a thing that people would typically do. But I feel like, you know, a big problem with RPGs and their combat is balancing. You know, because either, you know, the start of the game is really good, you know, it onboards you really well, the progression feels alright, but then as you sort of get towards the end, it's just like you're either way too overpowered, or you're really struggling to get through, or it's just not particularly interesting anymore. So, and because this is meant to be a shorter experience, a shorter RPG, yeah, I want that progression to feel right. So that, yeah, you don't have to grind too much, sort of like casually waltzing through the dungeon will give you enough encounters to get you to the right level to move to the next level, you know, the next floor of the dungeon, and so on. And so by the time you reach the boss, you're the correct level to fight the boss. You know, maybe you're maybe you're one level over, maybe you're one level under, but like, you know, that will determine whether it's a bit harder or a bit easier for you. I don't know. I don't know. What a lame animation. What if we did Earthall 2, but without the big slabs? That looks stupid. Why don't we try it? We'll try it. Sunder. Oh, why did I do that? So we want to delete. Oops, what was that? Oh, there's a rock formation there. That makes sense. Looking forward to playing it. Yeah, like, yeah, I reckon I'll do a private itch page, and then I'll like drop a link in the yeah, so come back to the Discord. Come back to the Discord. And I guess, well, I'll probably just drop the link in my streams as well. So anyone that's watching the streams that wants to try it out can do that. And then, yeah, I'll hopefully put together like a good Google form to collect feedback. Yeah. So that'll be a challenge as well. Make sure I'm asking the right questions. And then it's like, should I ask players to to read the form first so that they think about it while they're playing, or yeah. Oops. Okay. That's something, I guess. Let's mirror it all, you know, just as a way to make it feel different. Let's also shift that down so that it's at the base. We will change that to feet. Oh. Center. Not that it needs one, and to be cynical, does it have a USP? What's a USP? Something patent? I didn't consider that priming a player with the form. I have a good memory, so it usually wouldn't be an issue if I read a form after. Yeah. Well, it's also just like if someone plays through and they go, oh, I wish there was more cutscenes, or like, I wish there was more dialogue between the players. Well, I get unique selling point. Does the game have a unique selling point? I guess kind of. My unique selling point, because I don't know that there's like, there's JRPGs where as you play, you know, your party size changes, you know, characters leave for story reasons, but then they come back, and you know, you're constantly getting these different configurations of players, but this game itself is built specifically around the idea that as you play, you will continue to lose your party members, and the game takes that into consideration as you progress through it. And so hopefully the combat is different and challenging as your party configuration changes in that way. You know, because it's always about building the party, you know, putting together the right party, but instead it's, you know, instead of, oh, who should I have in, it's, oh, who am I willing to give up? Who am I willing to lose? Whose abilities am I willing to lose to keep progressing through the game? Like something that makes it different to the others in a genre. Yeah. I get you. Sounds great to me. Thank you. I definitely, you know, I don't know if you saw it, but I put a little teaser trailer out, and I don't think that properly conveyed that that's sort of like a big main thing about it. So I think, you know, the next sort of trailers that I put out, I'm definitely gonna yeah, try to get that across better. Should we change the color? Make it one of that earthy red again. It kind of looks weird. Also, I think this should be more jagged, because these stay, right? They come up and they stay and they flash, but I feel like they should kind of up and down, like a juju. You know what I'm saying? Is that going to be easy to do though? Kind of doesn't look like it with... Do I get rid of these little rocks that are flying up? Maybe? That's the thing too, this has like... two different. Should I make it smaller? It's gonna change the scale of everything though, that's the problem. 100? Oh. Little babies. Why did it move everything? 300? So 200%? Then we need to shift this down. Or maybe if we do it at feet instead, shift that up. -40. Will you see their removal coming? Or is it that the risk they'll be removed like a roguelike in a bad encounter? Oh. No, so it's yeah. So you know at the end of each, so there's like 3 elemental temples that you've got to work your way through. And so at the end of each temple you'll be asked like, who do you want to give up? So yeah, so yeah, hopefully I get that across in the marketing and like the blurb of the game. And because in my head I kind of wanted that like to not be revealed and for that to be a surprise, you know, for a first-time player. But then, you know, if it's the unique selling point and I don't mention it, then, you know, what's going to entice someone to want to play? But it would be cool if someone played it not knowing what was going to happen and then be like, oh, that's cool. And, yeah. But there's still other things narratively that are going to happen in the game that will hopefully be a surprise to the player. I think that's good enough. Maybe we'll change the sound effects a little bit. See, this is where screen shake would be good. Nice, I guess you've got to do a playtest run to see how exploitable that can be. You just make a crap character who abandons him survives. Helps to the end of the temple. Well, that's the thing. You're given a set party. The main character that you play as is the knight. You can't get rid of them. They have to stay. But it's a mage, a rogue, and a cleric. And hopefully, you know, as you play through the first dungeon, you'll get a bit of a feel as to, you know, how useful their abilities are. And hopefully they feel unique enough as well that, you know, it's an interesting choice. Obviously, like, the biggest one is just like, why would I get rid of the healer? But if you keep the healer with you, little spoiler here, if you keep the healer with you, you're kind of playing with easy mode on. Because he's also a tank. So he's got like the most HP of any of the party. And yeah, he's got healing spells and... But he's got some interest, well not... Yeah, he has offensive options that are interesting. That'll do. And I think that'll bring us to the end. Oops. So let's have a look at these new skills in play. Save. Who are we versing? Earth Temple Boss. Water Temple Boss. Drain doesn't drain MP, I don't remember. Let's just give... So what did we do? We got Heat Wave, Downpour. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Downpour's good. I like what I'm hearing. Sounds like 3 temples as well, which is a good scope limit to work within dev time wise. Yeah. Yeah, so when I originally wrote the design document, it was supposed to be very basic, you know, a simple RPG where you had the characters, the objective was clear the elemental temples, go to the last temple, beat the big boss, and you win the game. That was going to be it. And then as I started making it, I was just like, I thought of that idea of like, oh, but what if at the end of each temple you had to give someone up instead? And then the story and stuff like evolved from that, and now we are where we are. It was meant to be a much smaller scope of a game. It still is quite small in scope, to be fair. Like your max level, your soft cap level is 10, because that's across those 10 levels you learn all the skills that you can learn. So there's 10 skills for each party member, although it's a little different for the mage because they get 3 spells every 3 levels or something. You know, so 10's your soft cap. I eventually made it that you could go to level 20 for reasons that I've explained in previous stuff. And yeah, it is still pretty small in scope. Like, it is going to be a short game hopefully. Haven't done like a full playthrough yet, like proper playthrough. But yeah, there's just so many little ways that it's grown in scope over time, and even now I'm still thinking of little ideas, little things to add here and there. But I mean, a lot of it is like narrative stuff, which I've been working on in the background, but not just because I don't want to work on the narrative stuff on stream, because I still want to keep that sort of under wraps. So we did Heatwave, so we're going to do Sunder and Volcano. Okay, that was still really big. Uh-oh. We should block. And blood. Oh, I need to fix that. Yeah, flood was good. That looked good. Earthquake. Yeah. All right. that's all the spells done. So all, I don't think, maybe some of the boss moves I'll do special animations for, but I think for a lot of the, for all the basic enemies attacks, I think I'll just stick to the default animations for now. Maybe moving, like, after the playtest, I'll try to change up the animations a bit. But now we just got to do the cleric skills. So yeah, we're definitely going to make some of these healing spells look a bit better. Holy Smite. I kind of don't want to change Holy Smite, to be honest. Because just that it's literally just like striking them with lightning, I think is so funny. Especially when you do it 15 times in a row. But yeah, we'll look at what we can do. Yeah, restore healing touch. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty good. Tomorrow, do I want to do more animation? Maybe we'll have a chill stream. Maybe I'll just play through maybe I'll do a playthrough. Although we won't get very far. Because whenever I do the playthroughs, I usually end up skipping some fights. Because otherwise you're just going to see the parts of the game that we've done so many times before. Kind of makes so sense if you give out a playtest, then change something after the playtest. People may not like it, change it now and see how it goes. No, but the playtest, what do you mean? Change what? What was I talking about? Oh, like the animations. But that's the thing, the playtest is not... I'm not really looking for... I mean, if someone says, you know, the animations are really bad or something, then maybe I'll do something about it, but what I'm really looking for is, like, does the progression through the game feel good? So I wouldn't be... I mean, if I was making any changes, it would be based off of feedback I received, but I wouldn't be changing something that I wanted to change in the first place. If that makes sense. Also, hello, Anti-Wanto, sniff your panty. Anti-Wanty, sniff your panty. I still don't know how to say that properly. Yeah. I'll be taking notes on how they position they butt and everything. Huh? How they positions they butt and everything. Yeah. Cool. Should we raid? Nah, we won't raid today. Zeebs. There. Jeez, I got to be normal. You're alright. Thanks for the stream, gamer. Thank you. Where are we? Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. This was actually, yeah, this was a good stream. It was not a very long one, but sorry, hopefully it'll be a bit of a longer one tomorrow. Silver, Bronson, how is he? Mystery Hatter, Caitlin Kitty, and Anti-Wante Sniff Your Panty. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Really appreciate it. Any lurkers today as well. Appreciate you so much. It means, your viewership means so much to me. Again, if you are watching on YouTube and you like what I'm doing here and you want to see more, please like the video or the stream. Subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when whenever I go live, which will be a lot more often these days, but they might be short streams, you know. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and jump on more, chip away at this game. Cheers, dude. No worries. And yeah, leave a comment. What did I say? Grinding. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's necessary? Grinding in RPGs, you know, sticking around to get your level up. Let me know. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a great week if I don't see you again.